Hello, everybody. Scott Golden here with the Golden Opportunities Coaching YouTube channel. Welcome to those of you who are new. Welcome back to those of you seasoned veterans of what we do around here. What we do around here is we bring about conversations about coaching topics, relationship topics, life events, ways to improve. And today we're going to talk about how to be more charming, how to be more engaging, how to get people to at least engage with us more, and hopefully like us a little bit more. If you're struggling with that, if you struggle with social anxiety or overthinking how people see you or think about you, I love working with people like this. I was a social anxiety struggler through my teenage years into my mid 20s, 15 years, recovered from that now. Yes, I still have thoughts of anxiety, but literally they're just thoughts and they're gone in a few seconds. I can gear myself up and go into any social situation and be pretty okay, actually. So I can definitely walk you through that process. And if you're interested in that or any other coaching related opportunities, please feel free to reach out. Two ways to do that: at PO Perception on Twitter or in the About Me section of this YouTube page. We can certainly get together and have a conversation, maybe work together, make 2021 your best year. But the first is choosing your words carefully. Charming people know how to say things that lift people up and not cut them down. And so, charm is about portraying and projecting an image. It doesn't mean we lie, but sometimes we turn up the positive, turn down the negative, and come out ahead. Selecting proper language and phrasing and cadence of speech, all of these things can draw people in. They're going to be comfortable if they can agree with you, and they're going to agree with you if you're lifting them up instead of tearing them down. The next is being disciplined about keeping your word. In a world where everyone overextends themselves, in a world where everyone always is running from one place to another, paying attention to their phone, paying attention to what's going on in their own lives, being present with somebody and doing what you say you're going to do, following through, showing up on time, being present, putting your phone away preferably, having real conversations, doing what you say you're going to do, not overextending yourself, and having follow through can make you a really powerful person and make you charming, because so few people have the moral compass these days to really value relationships over instant gratification, that we often get so tied up in ignoring another person or in only half listening or in not active listening, and so they have to be able to understand how to discipline themselves to have follow through. The next is pure kindness. Whether it's to a gas station attendant, someone walking down the street, a homeless person who might be struggling, or your waiter at a restaurant, just be kind. Give compliments that are genuine. Make eye contact. Use your manners. Say please. Say thank you. If you do get upset about something, you don't lose your head, which is another one on our list that I'll throw in here. You don't lose your temper, especially in public places or when there's other people around. If you start to lose your temper, you are smart enough to walk away or to excuse yourself, gain some perspective, go for a walk to the restroom, do whatever you need to do. But a charming person doesn't have the need to lose their temper because they understand how to take space and recover. The next is using their wit, using humor in a way that isn't crude, lewd, or lascivious, but kind of edgy, might be borderline. You could read between and find an entendre. Or making fun of something that you both dislike. Using humor that's dry wit if you're around dry witted people. But beginning to understand the value of using humor appropriately and having comedic timing can make you charming. Everybody likes to laugh. Everybody likes to, or almost everybody, likes to take life a little less seriously with all the stress that we have going on. They know when to stand out and shine. So whether that's taking leadership, whether that's taking over in a group situation of disorganization, they know how to step forward when it counts, but they're only going to do it if it's absolutely necessary and it's a short-term thing. So The egomaniac, the person who's being somewhat ego driven or narcissistic, is going to shine at every opportunity. The person who's charming and charismatic is going to shine for a moment to get from point A to point B. They're going to do it in short term. They're going to try and turn the spotlight on somebody else, shine somebody else as quickly as possible, but get people through. They believe in themselves, they're confident, but not cocky. They can say, I'm really good at this, I can help you out. They know how to portray themselves as a confident, competent person without going into cockiness, without going into self grandstanding and aggrandization. But they understand that self belief is attractive and valuable, even from a friendship or romantic level. The next thing and the last thing in this is they admit their faults. The most charming people in the world are able to look at themselves from a balanced observer seat perspective. This is to say, they value their strengths, they admit to and try to cover their weaknesses. No one wants to look like a buffoon on a regular basis, so they cover them, but they admit, hey, I'm not good at, for example, if I had to read this as a script right now and wasn't doing it spontaneously with very few notes, meaning a few quotes off the top of my head, it would be miserable right now. I am not a good sight reader. I never have been. Tried to learn the art, did not learn the art, will not be able to learn the art, have tried for literally decades. So I acknowledge I'm not good at that skill. But at the same time, I'm really good at improv. I'm really good at thinking on my feet. I'm really good at analogies. I'm not so good at remembering things word for word. I'm not good at perhaps dealing with non-theoretical things. So if you ask me to put together a 1,000-piece puzzle, I'm not going to be good at that. It's about balance of knowing where you're good and knowing where you're not, being able to articulate both in a meaningful way. Hopefully this is helpful. I encourage you, keep your feet on the ground, your mind in the moment. Until next time, everybody.